Goldcrest. Every building was usable for something. To a certain extent, yes. There can be issues. I mean, I think I deleted one building and placed a horse paddock there. And that got kind of wild and wicked. I deleted another building and put a sheep pasture where it was, and that was a complete failure. But if you kept it to small buildings or vehicle sheds and stuff like that, it tended to work okay. But as I said, it would have been nice if they weren't decorations but were actually functional buildings that you could like here, like this farm, where every single building has served some purpose. It's not just to sit there and look nice. Has a crazy working rate. Guess we can sit on the tractor for this. Oh, this thing needs a clean. Okay, where's the next rope? Right there. So when you've got 5. So yeah, once I've got all the straw unloaded off the field, stick it in the silo, and that can sit there until I'm ready for it. But obviously starting up issues are we need to get the fields productive. So I'm going to want to lime this field, plough this field, seed this field. Actually, I think what I'll do is I'll go around here. Oh, yeah. You don't like that hill, do you? Goodness me. I can see with this size of vehicle I'm going to have to be careful what I try to do at any given point. I think I'm still running the big engine. I think it was Arthur that noticed if you try and modify it, customize this tractor, it resets to the smallest engine available. And that hasn't been fixed. So you have to make sure every time you customize it to change the wheels or whatever that you reset the engine to the version, to the size of engine you want, or had before, should I say. Ah, well, that's good. Okay, the ground is... I mean, you can see it from the fields we have. Back one. Everything needs to be ploughed. Everything needs to be limed. I've limed this one, I've ploughed this one, and I've seeded it and then fertilised it. I've ploughed this one and limed it. I now need to run the seeder over it. Now, these two fields, everything was unfertilised. I've managed to fertilise these two fields because they're still in a state of growth. Back up one, still green. This field ready to harvest, final stage of ready to harvest. So you kind of need to get the harvester out there as quickly as you can because the next stage is going to be withered if you play with withering on, which I do. These two fields are mid point of harvest, ready to harvest, so I can let them tick over one more time. But as soon as they tick over again, I'm going to have to get out there and harvest those two. I've got time to do it, so it's not a big deal. Okay, I'm going to have to get out the cab and figure out where I'm going now. That one. But yeah, fields are in a poor state. Actually very much like Marwell Manor, except on that one you had to lime and plough the grass fields as well, which is a pain. I'm not sure about what the grass fields look like. Needs ploughed, needs lime. So some of these, I think these, the fields that are fertilised are ones that do have contracts on them. I haven't looked at the contracts yet, but some of the fields support contracts, so I guess the ones in that state are the ones, you know, that NPC farmers are working. But I've found, at least on Marwell, fields that don't have contracts, the fields will, you know, go from their starting condition, they'll get ripe, they'll wither, and then they'll just stick in the withered state. Yes, I don't know whether I can't really say that's a bad thing. It gives you something to do, and it does mean that apart from the free stuff that you have in your silo, which I haven't raided yet, the yield is not going to be great from these fields that are ready, that are already planted. And then the other nice thing is you don't have any crops that you don't have equipment for. So I've got corn and sunflowers, but they gave me a corn header. And then I have barley, wheat and oats. And we have a header for that. We don't have anything to collect the straw with, which is why I had to go out and buy the collection wagon. you start off with the Fendt Favorite 511C and the Fiat. So the Fiat has 150 horsepower, isn't particularly fast. The Fendt has the front loader, but is only 115 horsepower. So not the best it can be. I would take the expense to, if I was going to keep the starting tractors, I would take the expense to upgrade the Favorite to the 150 horsepower version. I would probably sell the Fiat. I mean, I'm adequately coping with the 7 starting fields with just the one tractor, and I haven't. I did hire a worker to harvest this field, but the worker probably only did about 60% of it. I had to put headlands in at the top and the bottom, and I think towards the end I just decided I'd finish it up myself. But then not using workers means it's not costing me any money to do stuff. Which is kind of a good thing. How are we doing with this load? This is not going to be a full load. Oh, missed. As I said, you do end up with something in the silo that you can sell to start off with. It's just finding the time to do it. And I seem to be doing okay for now. That I would probably consider waiting until I get some better prices. I have a feeling that the economy on this map is poor. Where is it? Economic difficulty is normal. What else did I change? Nothing on that screen. Oh, that looks a bit better. Wheat 852 or 750. Barley is just garbage price at the moment. This could be better. This, I think, could be better. Soybeans is actually looking good right about now. It probably could be better, but 1890, that's kind of okay. Is that cotton's 2.6? Wool's 1,000. That's not bad. Feeling milk might be a good price. These are pretty much of a muchness, so I'm not sure whether the economy is bad on this map or not. I know that on Farm Sim 17, Lawfolds had a very favourable economy. So even in hard mode, it's not hard to make money on that map. But this is going to be a struggle start. The other thing is you can't buy individual fields. This is one plot. You get 21 and 23 in one plot, 250,000. You get 25 and grass 4 for 200. You get 22 and a bunch of trees for 178. 24 and that bit there. What is that bit there? More trees. 7 and 8 for 100,000. 20 on its own for 48. So 20 is a good expansion point. And G6 is a good expansion point. It's 96,000 just for the grass. G5 includes 12. This one, G1, includes all of this. So you're over 200,000. G2 includes the trees at the back for 167. G3 is on its own but 202. Sawmill has a bunch of trees. Grass 12 has a bunch of trees. This is all one area. These two are one area. That includes those trees, and grass 10 includes the entirety of the horse paddock. These trees here, 348,000. So, and you can buy the biogas plant for 141. So there's, apart from 20 and G6, there's nothing much below 250,000. So it's going to be kind of expensive to expand the farm over time. So, or expanding the farm is not going to be a quick process, should I say. It's not difficult, you're just going to have to work at it. And from that, you have to maximize your profit. Play like a Ferengi. Not sure what that patch of green there is, but that could be part of a field that isn't part of a field. Okay, that's all the straw collected. Estates have not moved along. I think what I'll do is I'll grab the... Oh, I'm going to have to run over to the workshop and change the wheels on the tractor. This thing. There. Actually, no. There we go. So we can store grass, hay, and we've got 58,000 straw. I am surprised we got that much straw out of that field, I must admit, considering the state it was in. So I'm going to put this in here. Back through the shed. We'll get the tipper and put that on the other side, because we can't put them in the unload, or the silo unload point. Drive without looking where you're going. How about that? Oh, wrong way. the first few times I played this in Farm Sim 19, this was my tractor storage shed. And the door on the right side of the screen was where I used to keep my forage wagon. There we go. Not close enough. Oh, we can go a little bit further. That should do it. Okay. We're going to change the wheels. So, customize. No. And the engine's gone back to basic, 105 horse. I'm playing with 300, so it's costing me nothing to upgrade that, because that's how I bought it. Okay, we need... Oops, start the engine. That's a good start. We need the front weight. Ugh, that's going to be awkward. Fertilizer spreader, which we left over here, and we need to fill it with fertilizer. Okay, which field was it? Field 2. We'll try that one first. Oh. Fine. Okay. So I will make a start at this and see if anything happens. That should be sufficient. Next line. No. Okay, so those were in final stage of growth, so you can get one layer of fertilizer on it, which will negate the needs to be ploughed, needs to be whatever